This is a very powerful superset for the lats. We're going to do two exercises, one on top of the other. We're going to stack exercises that both work the lats. I find often hard to actually feel these muscles working. They're big, you know, they go down, they start down here and they run all the way up the side of the back and cross the arm. To pull things down, they contract. When I'm bent over to pull things up, they contract. They're big muscles. And it's harder to feel a big muscle when you've got a bunch of other muscles assisting it. So for example, the biceps, the rear deltoid muscles, the rhomboids in between the shoulder blades, and the trapezius, which are fairly big muscles as well, are all working to help this movement. So it's hard to isolate them and it's hard to feel them. But I find that this combination, this stacking of exercises, I end up really feeling it both during the workout. I feel them fatiguing, especially under the armpit here on the outside, and the next day and the day after that too. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a wide grip pull down, and then we're going to do something called a straight arm pull down. We're going to do 10 to 14 repetitions of the wide grip pull down, and then we're going to do 8 to 10 repetitions of the straight arm pull down. Now I have videos on how to do both of those exercises, but I'm going to go over the form here. I've already told you what muscles we're working. On the straight arm pull down, we are primarily working the lats and the long head of the tricep, the big triceps muscle that crosses both the elbow joint and the shoulder joint. So, proper form when I'm doing a lat pull down, you can't see it probably, but my knees are underneath a set of stopping pads that I've adjusted to the height of my knees so that my knees can fit underneath and my feet are flat on the floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that bar nice and wide and I'm going to pull it down so that my elbows are not cycling in forward, because that's starting to use the biceps. I really want to try and leave them out of it as much as possible and use the lats. So I'm going to try and pull them into the sides of my body, okay? And I'm going to try and avoid crunching in order to do that motion as well. One thing I want you to remember is that the lats work. If I was going to grab onto something like a post up here and pull out like this, a post that was immovable, and pull, my lats would really contract, okay? So my lats are working to pull my arm down like this. So what I want to do on the way up is I want to imagine that I'm trying to pull the bar apart. So I grip it really tight and I pull out as I'm letting the bar go up, and I'm going to get some extra engagement in the lats. Remember that, okay? So that's the first exercise. I'm going to do 10 to 14 reps like that. I'm going to sit up nice and straight with my head back just a little bit. And then I'm going to pull the bar right past my chin and try and get it down to my chest, okay? It's got to go past my chin at the very least. 10 to 14 repetitions, and I'm going to get up. I'm going to have to change the weight in between exercises because there's a little too much weight there for the next exercise. So I'm going to do that, change it, and then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to do the straight arm pull down right away. So it's called a straight arm pull down because my arms are straight and I'm pulling the bar down to my midsection, okay? So what I'm going to do from here is bend over, bend my knees a bit, and then lock them, okay? Tighten my core as if someone was trying to punch me in the stomach. Separate my chest so that my body's nice and straight, and have my head looking almost forward but down a little bit so that my spine stays straight. Okay, so I'm in this position here. Everything's tight. I breathe in, out, in. I might have to adjust to find the right position. Out, in, out, in, out. No pause at the top, but a brief pause at the bottom, and resist the urge to bend the arms, because then I'm starting to use the triceps. I want to eliminate them as much as possible and really use the lats to pull my arms down. Again, remember, the lats will pull something down like this, but can also in this orientation, okay? So it's a great combination. So here we go. I'm going to show you how it works. Remember, pull down, and then I'm trying to pull the bar apart, okay? 10 to 14 reps, 8 to 10 reps there. Take a nice wide grip, wider than shoulder width. Forgot to change the plates back to the initial setting. And here we go. I breathe out as I pull down, in as I go up. Okay, that's good. I failed on 11. And that's what I want to do. I want to pick a weight that allows me to get to a minimum of 10, but actually won't let me go past 14. 11 or 12 or 13 reps is great. Here we go, right into the other one. Really feeling the lats now. That was 8. Going into 9. It's still moving, so I'm going to try one more. No, it's not going to go. There we go. 9 reps. 11 on the first, 9 on the second. That was great. And I really feel it in the lats. Okay, so there it is. Wide grip pull down, straight arm pull down. Great superset.